modern-day story of the Nativity. In Broccoli's leafy streets, where the traffic is relentless, Joseph the carpenter felt far from senseless. He fixed broken chairs that were clearly substandard, while Mary prepared for the life they had garnered. But a decree had been issued they couldn't avoid. To travel to Peckham, they both were employed. With no itinerary and a plan gone pear-shaped, they packed up their bags as the morning light gaped. Then Gabriel appeared, quite out of the blue, adorned in a tracksuit of shimmering hue. "Under no circumstances," he said with a grin, "should you worry or fret about where you have been. Not only are you chosen, but also quite blessed. A precious young cargo is under your chest." Mary was reticent, initially shy, but she knew that this angel was not just some guy. The journey to Peckham was long and quite tedious. The monotony of the bus felt truly hideous. Consequently, they walked past the shops and the parks, while the sun started fading and leaving its marks. The rain was atrocious. The wind was a pest. Mary felt tired and longed for a rest. "It's bad enough walking," she said with a sigh, "but the hills of South London are ever so high." They arrived at Rye Lane, where the noise was a cacophony, a mix of loud music and urban disharmony. But every hotel had a sign, "No vacancy," which Joseph regarded with great hesitancy. The service was dismal, the prices abysmal. The prospects of shelter felt truly baptismal. "No wonder we're stuck," Joseph said in a fury. "We need to find somewhere, and in a great hurry." They found an old garage, a back alley stable, with a door that was shaky and highly unstable. It was cluttered and dusty, albeit quite dry, beneath the vast expanse of the dark London sky. "It's not exactly spacious," Joseph remarked, as a dog in the distance incessantly barked. They decided to stay. They had no other choice. And Mary found hope in the sound of his voice. That night in the alley, the baby was born, not before the first light of a cold Monday morn. He was small and so precious, a sight to behold, wrapping him up against the sharp cold. Mary was reduced to tears of pure joy as she cradled her son, her wonderful boy. The scene was reminiscent of stories of old, though the bed was of blankets, not silver or gold. Nearby on the estates, some young shepherdesses were busy ignoring their daily stresses. Zadie and Vesper were vocal and bright, when a star in the east gave them quite a fright. "Are you for real?" Vesper cried in surprise, as the light of the omen shone bright in her eyes. They were energetic and quite enthusiastic to see if the news was as truly fantastic. Meanwhile, on the South Circular, moving quite slow, 3 wise men were driving with nowhere to go. Amal and Idris were stuck in a jam, in a shiny black car that was sleek as a lamb. An error in judgment. Amal did complain. "This traffic is giving me such a great pain." The delay would prolong their arrival, no doubt, but they followed the star on its heavenly route. They all reached the garage and stood in a queue to collaborate on a greeting so true. Amal brought some gold in a fancy new box, while Vesper and Zadie brought warm woolly socks. The gifts were exemplary, chosen with care, as a scent of sweet incense filled up the air. They didn't bicker or start a dispute. They simply stood silent, respectful, and mute. The ultimate story had reached its conclusion without any chaos or moral confusion. In the heart of the city, so vibrant and loud, a miracle happened away from the crowd. The star didn't fade as the sun started rising, which everyone found to be rather surprising. For love is a current that never runs dry, beneath the gray clouds of a South London sky.